How many times have you said, "I'll start tomorrow"? Smith was 35 years old. He worked in a small office in the city. Every morning he woke up with the same thought: tomorrow I will change my life. But tomorrow never came. Smith had many dreams. He wanted to learn guitar. He wanted to write a book about his grandfather's life. He wanted to call his sister in another country. They had not spoken for 2 years after a small argument. He also wanted to take English classes to get a better job. But Smith was the king of excuses. "I'm too tired today. I'll start guitar lessons next month," he said on Monday. "I don't have time to write now. I'll begin the book next year," he said on Tuesday. "My sister is probably busy. I'll call her next week," he said on Wednesday. "English classes are expensive. I'll save money first," he said on Thursday. Weeks became months. Months became years. Nothing changed. One day, Smith went to a coffee shop. He saw his old school friend, Tommy. Tommy was carrying a guitar case. "Tommy, I didn't know you played guitar," Smith said. Tommy smiled. "Yes, I started learning 6 months ago. I was always afraid to try. Then I thought, if not now, when? So I bought a cheap guitar and found a teacher. Now I play in a small band on weekends. It makes me so happy." Smith felt something heavy in his chest. 6 months ago, he had also thought about learning guitar, but he waited. Tommy started. Tommy was happy. Smith was still dreaming. The next week, something happened that changed everything. Smith's mother called him. Her voice was shaking. "Your sister is in the hospital," she said. "She had an accident. She's okay now, but the doctors say she was very lucky." Smith's hands started shaking. He felt cold. All he could think was, what if I never spoke to her again? What if tomorrow never came? He immediately bought a plane ticket. He flew to see his sister that same day. When he arrived at the hospital, his sister was sitting in bed. She looked tired but smiled when she saw him. "Smith, you came," she said. "I'm sorry," Smith said, crying. "I'm so sorry. I waited too long. I kept saying, 'Tomorrow I will call,' but I never did." His sister held his hand. "You're here now. That's what matters." They talked for hours. They remembered their grandfather. They laughed. They cried. They forgave each other. That night, in his hotel room, Smith couldn't sleep. He looked at himself in the mirror. "I am 35 years old," he thought. "How many days have I wasted? How many tomorrows did I lose?" He took out his phone. He made a list. Buy a guitar this week. Write 1 page about your grandfather every day. Start English class on Monday. Stop saying, "tomorrow." He felt scared, but he also felt something new. Hope. The next morning, Smith didn't wait. He went to a music store and bought a simple guitar. It wasn't expensive. It wasn't perfect, but it was real. It was in his hands today, not in his dreams for tomorrow. He found a teacher online. His first lesson was that afternoon. His fingers hurt. He played badly. But he was playing. He was doing it. That evening, he opened his laptop. He wrote 1 page about his grandfather. Just 1 page. It wasn't beautiful writing, but it was a start. On Monday, he went to an English class. He was the oldest student in the room. He felt embarrassed, but the teacher was kind. The other students were friendly. 3 months passed. Smith could play 3 songs on guitar. They were simple songs, but they were songs. He played them for his mother, and she cried happy tears. He had written 90 pages about his grandfather. It wasn't finished, but it was growing. Every day, 1 more page. His English was getting better. He could understand more. He could speak with more confidence. His boss noticed and gave him new responsibilities. Most importantly, he called his sister every week. They were close again. They didn't wait anymore. Smith learned something important. Perfect time never comes, but today is always here. He learned that starting is more important than being perfect. He learned that small steps every day create big changes over time. 1 year later, Smith sat in a small cafe with his guitar. He was playing for a few friends. His sister was there, listening and smiling. In his bag was his finished book about his grandfather, 200 pages of memories and love. After he finished playing, a young man came to him. "That was beautiful," the young man said. "I always wanted to learn guitar, but I keep waiting for the right time." Smith smiled. He remembered his old self. "My friend," he said, "I waited for 15 years for the right time. The right time never came. Then I learned the truth. The right time is always now, not tomorrow, not next week. Now." The young man thought for a moment. Then he asked, "Where did you buy your guitar?" Smith told him. The young man left the cafe and went directly to the music store. Smith watched him go and felt happy. Maybe his story could help someone else. Maybe his mistake, all those lost years, could become a lesson for others. What are you waiting for? Tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is just an excuse. But today is real. Today is your chance. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. One day, you will look back. Will you see the things you did or the things you wished you had done? Your tomorrow begins with today's action. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to subscribe for more stories that inspire action, strength, and growth. Because every story here helps.